Okay, sir, can I start?
Yeah, start, please.
Good afternoon, all. My topic is automated enhancement learning system using IoT. Coming to contents, we are going to discuss introduction, literature survey, proposed model, experimental setup, result and discussion, conclusion and future scope, and references. Coming to introduction, basically learning style plays an important role in grasping and understanding the power of a student. There are different types of, every student has his own unique learning styles. Basically, this paper gives solution to engineering students. So in the current scenarios, engineering students are facing problems in grasping the subject. Some may find difficult in grasping subject, it's difficult for them. A solution to this problem is proposed based on three preferential learning styles. That is visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. Using this preferential learning style and combining with IoT, they are proposing a system which will automatically categorize a student and keep track of student details. It is categorized based on students' fingerprints, using fingerprint sensor. This will reduce the manpower of the faculty member and enhance the performance of the students. Fingerprints are formed in the womb of the mother, and once it is formed, it is permanent for lifetime. So it is helpful for identifying learning style. Ridges on the skin of the palm and toes begin to form in after 13th week embryo. And the formation of this pattern, that is dermal lines, will complete during 24th week of the embryo. The formation and analysis of these patterns is correlated with the development of brain and learning styles of an individual. Basically, this one deals with there is a field in science called dermatographic. It understands the is or hidden potential and talents. We are going to use DMIT test. DMIT stands for Dermatographic Multiple Intelligence Test. It is based on understanding from neuroscience, genetics, psychology, and embryology. These are the four different general types of fingerprints: loop, arc, rule, and accidental. And characteristics. Rigid is just a line. A dot is called the eye line. If you have a deviation in the rigid, so it's called bifurcation. Literature survey, have gone through 4 papers which are related to this. First one is preferential complementary learning style type indicator. So this paper deals with preferential complementary learning, and they used different types of learning styles, like as I said, visual, auditory, and kinesthetic. Along with that, they inquired one's personality, like questionnaires. Based on that, they have obtained the different learning styles. And this coming to second paper, a strategy for studying learners using advanced learning technologies. They were using Mears Briggs type indicator. It is a tool. Basically, it deals with psychological questions, self-report questionnaires. But they concluded that this tool has disadvantages like time consuming and potentially expensive in adopting this tool, MBTI. And third paper is exploring difference in how learners navigate in MOOCs and based on self-regulated learning and learning styles. So they have taken 2 parts: self-regulated learning and different learning styles. They are trying to bring out differences in these two. When we choose a massive open and online courses, without the help of teachers, we are going to choose. So it is a little bit challenging. So they make use of log files and process mining to analyze the log files. Based on that, they're going to pre-process the data and obtain the learning difference between which is efficient or not. SRL follows a similar navigation path, but there was slight difference when differentiating students by their learning styles. Next is automatic detection of student learning style in learning management system. Basically, this paper deals with widely used algorithm called decision tree. First step, they used web log files so to keep track of the details, like when you, yes sir.
Rajwa.
Yes,
See,
sir.
is this how they do literature review? Is this how they do literature review? Can't you make it like, wait, who gave you this format?
No, sir, I haven't been made, sir.
That's what. Why will you do something differently? Because see, me looking at it from here, I cannot try to match this with what you are saying. There is a format for literature review which everyone has been following, right?
Yes, sir.
Why didn't you follow that? You wanted to be unique, huh?
No, sir.
Continue.
Okay. They use first step was data pre-processing. They process the data that was collected in the log files, and they used the decision significant decision tree rules to classify whether is efficient in this particular learning style or another learning style. But finally, the result was analyzed with confusion matrix. Confusion matrix is a table that is often used to describe the performance of the classification model. And they got a good accuracy with 87%. Into proposed system, the proposed system will check the fingerprints of each student, analyze the learning style. After getting the fingerprint, it will be automatically categorized into 3 groups, and according to that, the database will be prepared. When assignment is due, the student has to put his finger in the fingerprint scanner, and the IoT-based system will automatically identify the student and check the submission history whether it is due or not. If it is due, again the teacher has to reassign the assignment. And next, the proposed system will improve the product. By doing this, the proposed system will improve the productivity by saving a lot of time of the faculty member, and they don't need to manually keep maintaining records or submission details. It will automatically maintaining the records and the submission details, history, everything. It will also enhance the overall learning experience of the students by modifying the assignment as per the learning style. When we assign according to their learning style, like if you are expert in auditory learning style, so if you assign through that way, so you can understand very easily, and you can keep good knowledge about the subject easily. And this is analysis and validation process of the proposed system. First is doing the literature survey, and after that you need to identify the gaps. Once you identify the gaps, and you need to generate the solution for that problem. And in every validation process, there will be a checkpoint. A checkpoint is used for testing purpose, whether the given input is proper or not. When it is not proper, again it goes back and identify the problem, gaps, and regulate the solution for that problem. And once it is once the output is correct, it goes to functional stimulation. Functional stimulation is iterative process, and it runs until you get the desired output. Once the desired output is get, again there will be a checkpoint. It is used to check whether the output functions properly or not. If it doesn't, again it goes back to functional stimulation, and again it is an iterative process. And once the output is correct, the result and analysis is given. The experimental setup, the proposed system was in. Yes, sir.
Go back to your flowchart. Now, what do you mean by output in this case? What is an output in this case? Let me annotate. In the case of the last checkpoint, what is an output? What is the output in that case?
Sir, whether it is
in this case, what is the output? What is the output? Tell me, what is it?
Sir, whether it is in the perfect in auditory or visual or kinesthetic learning style.
Then how do you explain these two issues? How do you explain these two issues? This is first issue. This is another issue. How do you explain
first issue
it? Where
was
do they come?
Checkpoint of starting 3 boxes. Next issues comes from functional stimulation. Like again, functional testing has to be done, whether it is correct or not, whether he is expert in auditory learning style or not. And acquiring fingerprint, first issues is like after literature survey done, when he gives the fingerprint, the fingerprint should be very clear, and there should be no wrong prediction in that. The fingerprint should be taken complete. Every dermal lines should be visible.
Is this project done already or it is about to be done?
So it is IEEE 2019 paper, sir, recent paper.
That is done. Yeah, that is done. So you cannot call it proposed system, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you should say the system which was proposed by the author. Proposed
Yes,
system is what? Something which has not been done, right?
yes, yes. It is done
Yeah,
by.
because you're using that word. Wow, you should have said, according to the author, this was the proposed system C, because you know already it's existing and it's completed. Continue.
Yes, experimental setup. The proposed system was implemented using Arduino Nano, interface with IoT module, and fingerprint sensor. Fingerprint sensor was FPM 10-year fingerprint module, and the necessary pin description is shown below. And each student fingerprint is stored in the database. This is the main components of the proposed model, according to author. Arduino board and LCD for displaying the message and a fingerprint sensor. And figure 5 shows the complete experimental setup of the, according to author proposed model. Like they are all connected to each and every pin, and they're connected to laptop to store the student details in the database. This is a complete setup. Coming to result and discussions, list of 20 engineering students were taken and set up. The 20 engineering students' fingerprints were taken and classified according to their learning abilities. So table 1. Table 1 is the sample fingerprints of the students and the fingerprint types. This is the sample fingerprints of the students and the type of fingerprint that he has. Table 2 shows the student classified according to their learning styles. Like according to percentage, they are divided. 33 point, like example, 33.14% is eligible for visual learning, and 27.43 for auditory learning, and kinesthetic 39.43%, which is the highest percentage is taken and is given that learning style. Like 39.43 is the highest, so he has given a kinesthetic learning style. By adopting this automatic assignment allotment system for assigning the tutorials of the students, the substance. So by adopting this, there will be an increase in the performance of the students, because they are assigning according to their own learning style, so that they can easily know about the subject in depth. And figure 6 shows the percentage distribution of the students, like which percent is greater, like 55% auditory. So many people, 55% of people are expert in auditory learning style, and 25% in visual, and 20% in kinesthetic. So once the analysis was done, there was they plotted the graph, and the expected improvement is shown in the graph. So conclusion, so IoT-based DMIT for assignment allotment system will be very useful for the engineering students for allotting assignments, so that teachers, there is no manual work for teachers. The proposed technique will improve the quality and level of education, leading to better contribution of the engineering graduates also. By the proposed approach, the faculty member can easily assign the tutorials or assignment to the students. The proposed system can also be improved further by training the software and providing the feedback of learning from the students. This is the future enhancement point. They can further develop, improve by training the software, like to get the feedback from the students. These are the reference paper that I will go through. Thank you. Hello.
Where is, okay. Rajwal?
Yes, sir.
Go to proposed system point 3. Go there. Your proposed system, go to that slide. There's a third point which I wanted you to see. Not that, yeah, this one. So whenever an assignment is due, the student puts his fingerprint on the scanner, and this will automatically check his submission history. Do you know how this happens? Because you said automatically identify the student. So how does it automatically identify the student? Based on what?
So like, I mean, not like that, sir. If he found that I not submitted the assignment, and I will be called for fingerprint. So once he keeps the fingerprint, we get to know its submission history.
Okay, that is true. That means how will you now, because you wanted it to be fully automated, but who will come if he has not submitted the assignment? Will there be any trigger, or will he be notified through email, or what? What exactly? Or the guide has to call him and inform him. So how?
So that part was not given, not given in the paper, sir.
Okay, fine. So what do you think? See, what is the scope of this project? Like, do you think there is that this project is meaningful? Do you think?
Sir, yes, sir. There is advantages also, sir, and disadvantages also. Like, if you
no problem. Go to your title. Go to your title.
Which slide, sir?
Go to your title, please. Title. Starting slide. Yes. Because you know, this is enhanced learning system using IoT, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
So I'm asking you, do you think this project is feasible? Do you think it has a scope in any college? Do you think?
Sir, like if you are good at visual learning, so assigning through giving lecture through video, it may enhance your knowledge also, sir. You can grasp
okay,
it
listen,
easily.
let me tell you what I'm asking. You said and that they use the data of 20 students, only 20, right?
So just for sample, the author has used 20.
So do you think this can be scaled? How about scalability issue? Do you even look at the limitations of this project? If he did not explain it, you should check that, okay? Because is this project feasible? If you are talking about online, why can't I do this on YouTube? Why can't I use any other thing? I want to say at an automated and nice learning system, into scalability issue. Did you look into the distributed nature? Example, now that the problem is here, this thing is here, how will you still reach students, right? Yes? Are you going to implement a geoscience, or are you going to have your own data center, or are you going to have what exactly? How will you reach the students? Because now the thing has changed, right? See, automated enhanced learning using IoT. So what is the scope of this project? Yeah, it's still like experimental, yeah? But you understood what I'm asking you?
Sir, according to Arthur, it can be implemented in engineering colleges.
No, that is true. But did he look at the scalability issue? That is the problem.
Yes.
Yeah, he didn't look at the scalability issue. He didn't look at the problems that he might face. He simply did a prototype thing and he submitted Chalagaya. Okay, because you look at it, see, the title says Enhanced Learning System. So is he trying to tell me that this system will outperform maybe all the learning systems that will have? Example, or even the one which maybe this one we study from Coursera and some stuffs. Okay, even Coursera also, if you want to take most of their exams online, they need to authenticate you, right? And it is, you can take it from anywhere. You don't even need to be physically present. So if this is enhanced, okay, as if there is no automation in any system before. Okay, enhanced. So what are the features that make it to stand out from the existing ones? That I want to know. Did you notice any features that make this to stand out from the existing system? Number one, it is a standalone thing. You have to go there, right? Get yourself enrolled. No. Yes?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So how is it enhanced?
Sir,
Okay. According to the paper, right? He didn't
yes.
give that, right?
Yes, sir. Even you have not
Prasanna,
even you have not explained the flow diagram also, sir.
exactly.
Based on my understanding,
Then that's why
Googling.
you should refer other papers. You should refer other papers. You stick to that paper. Why?
Yes, sir. I've referred,
If
but
that paper you didn't
That's what I
understand,
told
you
him
discuss.
yesterday.
Because you cannot come and reproduce a paper which you did not understand. And you don't even know, because any paper that did not address the problems of the existing system cannot talk about the proposed system. So you cannot talk about that without taking a comparative study of what is in existence. How is this going to overcome the problem of what? Decentralization. This is a centralized system. So how is it now far better than what we have already? Okay, I'm done with my.
That means, did you accept the topic or not?
Yes, sir, that's what, because see, if you look at it this way, I think it's approved, no? Prasanna sir, you only approved it, then Hemant sir also approved it. So who am I to disapprove of this?
No, you're the co-evaluator. You can
that
reject.
is true. No, sir, that is true. But he also sent to Hemant sir, right? So at this stage, what I will say, don't refer, go to your references, please. Go to your references. Did you refer any 2019, 2020 paper? Please remember, 2017 paper, the work have been completed or have been started 2012, 13, 14. We don't know. If it is a PhD work, maybe they started this 2014. So it is still not recent. Let me see, 2014. See, Iberian Conference. Which one is Iberian Conference? Okay, fine. 2014. Okay, next, 2000. What are you telling, Macha? Another.
The
See
author
the
has been
papers.
referred those papers.
Okay, but just see, 2000, 20 years ago. Huh? Now go to this, 2016, 4 years ago. Then go to this. The only one which is 2019. Okay. So you see the 3 papers, and I think maybe you consider see a study for a strategy for study learning using advanced learning. So these were when the technology was still new, not now. See, a process mining approach, it doesn't even help you to answer the trying. All these papers here, well, watch, preferential complementary learning system type indicator. How is this related to what you are meditating? See, this is actually a wrong citation. Look at it, it has nothing to do. Okay, it's talking about some architecture, not the implementation. It's talking about something else. Then see, the only one, see, automated detection of students learning system. This looks cool, the 4th one. That is the only paper that is it. Why would you refer MOCs without making reference to them in the paper itself? Does he want to tell me that this, whatever he's proposed, is better than Coursera, is better than Udemy, is better than Udacity, is even better than your MOOCs which you have, SWIAM and stuff, NPTL? So that is what. There is no reference of them in that. He just copied and pasted something there. Fine. Anyway, no, at this stage, what I will suggest is you have the working title. You go and look for papers by Googling that title. Okay, papers will be addressing all the stuff, and you can make them out from the title itself. The title will be pointing you towards advanced learning systems, okay? Maybe like a paradox or whatever, a monologue, something like that. You will see it like that. Then you know that is the recent paper, okay? Go to the next reference. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, last slide. What is on last slide?
That's it, sir.
What is on last slide? Okay, thank you. That's all. So, and that's what. So you cannot do anything with these 4 references, okay? Because 3 already is not part of the references. You know already. The 3 is not part. So it's only 1 paper that you worked on. Fine.
Yes.
Okay, done. Yeah, done. So what I'm saying is, see, at this stage, you cannot go and change the topic. What you have to do is look for papers that address the same thing. And I tell you, there are hundreds of papers that are available out there. The only thing is you have to search and then work on it. Okay, you can.
Okay.
Prasanasa is there. Okay, okay, yeah, bye. Yeah, our next person.
Can I answer?
Please end it. Next person. End it. I said next person already. Where is ma'am? I think she left. Maybe she has network issue, I think.